Members across Chester County and beyond are continuing to make their voices heard about the fate of the Richburg Fire Protection District.
The county council is dissolving the district and placing its chief on paid administrative leave. WBTV's Rachel Richardson is speaking with county leaders and people in the community about this decision.
She joins us now live with more on all of this. Rachel.
That's right. On Monday, Chester County Council had its second reading of an ordinance that would dissolve the Richburg Fire Protection District. Today, I spoke with people in this community who are continuing to make their voices heard and show support for their fire chief. Many community members I spoke with tell me that in person or watching online, Monday night's county council meeting got intense as the Richburg Fire Protection District Board and longtime fire chief T. Melton's paid administrative leave were discussed.
It got pretty ugly, and I would like to see everybody just get along.
People in this community tell me that they want to know more about why the district is being investigated.
We deserve to know. And T in the fire department deserves to know what and how is this happening.
The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division tells me that on September 23rd, they were requested by Chester County Sheriff Max Dorsey to investigate allegations of fraud within the Richburg Fire Protection District.
There was substantial enough information and credibility that was tied to that information that it needed to be turned over to the proper authorities to investigate.
County Administrator Brian Hester tells me that the county chose to work to dissolve the board to prevent additional conflict during the investigation. He says Chief Melton was placed on leave as a protective measure.
That is not a determination of guilt or innocence or accusation. It is strictly procedural.
Hester says the county created all 5 of its fire districts and has always had authority of Richburg's. Now it's being overseen by Chester Emergency Services, and he says there will be no disruption to services.
What's important is that firefighting services, life-saving services are still all in place, and nothing's going to change there.
Several community members say they've known Melton for years, each one speaking to how great they believe his contributions to the community have been, whether it's been helping people on medical calls.
I've seen the work and how hard they try, and they will not give up on bringing somebody back.
Or anyone else in Richburg and beyond that they say is in need.
For me, for my mom when she was living, for my grandfather when he was living, and just for the community in general. I mean, he stops on the side of the road and he doesn't even know the person. I mean, he's just that caring.
I spoke with a lot of people in this community who tell me that they want to see Chief Melton come back to this department. Last week, I also spoke with this county's administrator who explained that just because county council has authority over this district now doesn't mean that in the future they can't amend that ordinance and bring the board back. In Chester County, Rachel Richardson, WBTV, on your side.
Story we'll watch. Rachel, thank you.